Today's episode is sponsored by Happy 420. Happy 420.
What a
Not
day.
420 the day that everybody's listening to this, but definitely
No.
420 the day that we are recording this. So really it's just a happy 420 for Julie and I. Hi, Julie. Julie, I
Hi.
saw you get high before the recording of this show.
I saw you get high too. So if we're calling people out,
This is a one-time special, folks. This is a
yeah.
one-time only because I already fucked it up.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Tell the people.
I was talking. Okay, Julie and I were talking about what we were going to talk about, and we were getting some fan mail in, and I was like, okay, let me record the fan mail. But then there was more fan mail, so I had to stop a beat. And I asked Julie, I was like, do you want to hear? Do you want not want to hear? So I put her on mute because she didn't want to hear the fan mail, and because she wanted to be surprised. And then as I was waiting for the fan mail to come in, I'm like, doing things, listening to music. I was like talking to Julie, and I was like, why is she not responding to me? And then I realized I had her on mute this whole time. This show may be our last show.
Here's hoping we're actually recording.
I kid you not. Right now, I'm like, what am I missing that I should have done in order to make this a possibility? But I see the recording sign is
Same.
going. I wrote down the time we started.
Okay.
And I'm in my chair. So I'm not sure.
Beautiful.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you guys hear us?
Listen, I only smoked a tiny little bit because if I keep going, then we're definitely not. This ship is not going to land.
No. And we're already struggling.
So
buckle up.
And we haven't been here for a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actual
it feels like forever.
Yeah. And so, 1 week away and I forget how to put on this podcast. So anyways, listen, welcome to Me and Chisme, your number one source for Chisme on the internet. Adrian and Julie here. Julie. Julie, we're back and we're ready to attack. Now I'm starting. You know what? Now I get it. You don't think I'm actually funny. You're just high until we fucking record this, and so you just laugh like because you're high. It's not because I'm actually funny. I should be high more often because I just had this revelation. You actually don't think I'm funny?
I think you're hilarious.
I
think you're hilarious. When we go out to dinner. I'm not high then.
Okay. What are you? You should be.
Well,
no, Julie, there is so much to talk about.
So much.
I don't even know where to start. But first of all, let me ask you this: how are you? Are you okay? We haven't been in touch in a week.
No.
What's going on? What's the 411? Are you okay?
Am I okay? I am okay.
Okay.
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, you look fantastic, by the way. Also, let me just mention for our viewers on YouTube, because we love our YouTube viewers. Hello, YouTube viewers. Julie has a new set. She spent the week off building a new set for the show. I mean, really, let's give her a round of applause because she said, I'm not going to stop working. I'm going to build a new set. And it looks fantastic, Julie. Everybody move over to YouTube for at least a second to go see what she did over here. Because, and by the way, there was no crew involved because I read our bank statements and nobody paid for a bank crew at Yumi and Chisme Incorporated. Tell us about the new set design, Julie.
I basically turned my desk around and now it's facing a wall.
And who's that behind you?
Those are the two dogs. There's Rocket
cute.
And may she rest in peace, Lady. She's with the Angels now. And then there's a what's it called? A doll? Jesus. That my dad got me from Mexico,
Oh,
and some
cute.
art that I got at Comic-Con, a
Yeah.
screenshot of the screenplay for Little Women, the
Uh-huh.
quote that Saoirse Ronan says,
Uh-huh.
Afrita's up there.
Uh-huh.
It's cute.
Cute. Okay. I love that. Cute. Excellent.
How are
Yay.
you?
I'm good. I'm sore today. I'm sore.
Mm.
My trainer this week, he said, we're stepping it up, bitch. We're
Oh,
going
wow.
we're going full throttle. And I said,
Mm.
okay. That's how I talk to him in a baby voice.
I love
Um
that.
I don't. But no, listen, my chest is sore today.
Mm.
And my butt like trembles.
Mm. Tell us about your butt.
Yeah, no, my ass cheeks literally tremble.
Mm. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Um he did give me a very nice compliment today or yesterday. I go, oh, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And he said that my legs are very strong, which he has mentioned
Mm.
before. But he also said that this is rare for like one of his clients to be at this point in the training program and be so strong with the leg workouts. Now my upper body workouts, that's a different story, but the legs are killing the game.
Mm.
And
Mm.
so just want to put that out there.
Shout out to the legs.
You know what? Shout out to the legs.
Absolutely.
You want to know the other thing I've learned about foam rolling? Let me
Interesting.
tell you something. This
I'll
is
hear it.
no, this is an educational podcast if there's ever been one.
100%.
My trainer noticed that my feet go out
Uh-huh.
and they don't always stay straight, so they go out, right?
Okay.
And I just thought that that's because that's how my legs are. Like that's the way my feet go. Like I'm a little
Right.
crooked. I'm not a straight line. You know what I mean? um and come to find out that that's
Okay.
not the case. Actually,
Interesting.
my feet do that because they're overcompensating for my glutes, my ass muscles.
Mm.
And basically they're too tight. And so what I
Mm.
need to do, get that smirk off your face, Julie.
Tell
What are
me
you thinking about?
more.
What are you thinking about? Hmm?
Stop
No,
it.
this show is inappropriate. This is disgusting. Anyways, he basically said that yes, my that's why my legs go out like that because they're overcompensating for
Interesting.
my glutes because they're too tight. So what I need to do is foam roll them and basically work out the knots in my glutes.
Mm.
And that is your lesson for the day.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
very much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now,
Information.
now how did I come to other than noticing that my legs go out? Why is this important? Because there's two machines at the gym. One is called the adductor and the other one is called the abductor. And basically
Okay.
one works out your glute muscles and the other one works out like the muscles in between your legs like your thighs, right? But like on the inside.
Mm.
This okay, I'm by the way, I've only been training with this man for like a month and a half or something like that, maybe a month and a half, I don't know. And I'm not an expert, so if you're listening to this and you're like, "That's fucking wrong. You're stupid," I might have gotten it wrong. Okay, you know what? Like, what are you gonna do? Okay, call
Right.
in. Okay. Um, but basically, these two machines is you sit and you either move your legs out or you
Mhm.
move your legs in. So I'm sitting in, right? And so it's like moving my thighs in and my thighs out. And my glutes basically dictate how strong I'm going, how much weight that I can do it.
Mm.
So when I can't do it as well, it's because my glutes are too tight and that's also explains why my legs and or my feet and blah blah blah. Anyways,
Wow. Knowledge is power.
you know what? Yes, it is. It really is.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Adrian.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. Happy to
Wow.
provide knowledge here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
We're
What's up
so
with
much smarter now. I
um
was being serious.
no, I know you were. I know you were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Julie, what have you been up to? What'd you do last week with your week off from you, me, and
Guys,
cheating?
I'm back on Tinder.
Oh my God. You're going on a date, huh? You met somebody, you're talking to somebody, huh?
I
I
am.
knew it. Okay, tell us. What is happening? Tell us.
You know what though? There is four someones
Four?
that I'm consistently talking to right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Four?
Okay, let's discuss.
Okay. Should we
Class,
name
are
them
we
by
ready?
name? Yes, we're
No, we're gonna
ready.
name them by numbers.
Okay,
Okay, because that's the way I've been describing them to other people. So
got it.
I need to keep that in my
I
head.
go away for a week and I literally miss everything. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so there's number one.
Uh-huh.
A film critic.
Oh.
Um, he's like on TikTok, has a website. He has like 30,000 followers or something. Like, yeah,
Oh.
he's doing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's going for his master. No, he's getting his master's now. He wants to go for his doctorate. End goal, professor.
Oh, where does
Yes.
he? What is he? Where's he going to? Oh, let me not ask personal questions. I'm so sorry. Continue. I was like, tell me. I was like, tell me where this man lives.
What's a social?
Yeah.
So that's number one. He seems great. A lot of conversation. Seems very empathetic, mature. He lives by himself.
Are we talking? Are we talking like physical attributes? Like, is this like a white man
He's
or a black man, a
5'10".
Latino man?
He's a white man.
Okay,
I'm actually assuming that. He looks white. I actually haven't asked him.
got it.
But he looks like a white man. Um, 5'10", beard, bald, or like shaved head. I can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, the
Mm-hmm.
beard works.
Mm-hmm.
So that's him. Seems great. That's who I have plans with next week. That's like the
Okay.
set in stone. We're
Okay.
probably gonna meet up soon.
Uh-huh.
Number two, EMT,
Uh-huh.
lives in San Diego.
Okay. Listen, not to bring up my trainer again, but my trainer's boyfriend also lives in San Diego. And if those two
Okay.
can make it work, then you can make it work.
Okay. And he's bisexual, which is on the plus column.
Fun for the three of us.
100%. 100%. 6'1".
Okay.
He lives with his mom. She's older. She's 74. And he
His
moved
mom lives with him.
he moved back in with his mom after his dad died.
Okay.
So,
Enough said.
and I think he's a travel EMT, or I'm not really
Okay.
sure how it works, but he has some shifts in Whittier and Santa Monica.
Oh,
So that is a thing.
my
Also
barber
seems
has
very
family in Whittier.
oh, look at that.
Yeah. He tells me about it all the time. Yeah.
Adrian and I are about to connect in so many different cities right now. Get ready. Um, he seems great, also funny, a lot of conversation. All of these men, I mean, clearly I'm sticking around because very, very like meaty conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The third guy, a short king. Okay. He's 5'7", which is
Okay. Well,
my
okay.
height. Okay, well,
Okay.
hear me out.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's
Okay. Okay.
my height. My
Uh-huh.
height. We're the same height. Works at SpaceX.
Oh.
Okay. He works at SpaceX. He lives in Culver City by himself,
Oh.
right? He said him and his last girlfriend broke. God damn it. Every single one of these men know that I have a podcast. I'm just now realizing. Anyway, moving on. Well, you get the full picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
You may as well know
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he said that his last relationship ended because his ex-girlfriend liked his lifestyle more than she liked him.
And what does that mean?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. But I didn't want to pry too much.
Mm-hmm.
But what I wanted to say is you got money.
Right. That's exactly what I thought.
100%,
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
Um, very good banter. He's really funny. He like
Mm-hmm.
actually makes me like laugh out loud when I'm reading his text messages.
Oh.
And then I'm like, this is lame. Put the phone down, walk away from it. He actually just texted me if I wanted to hang out today. I don't feel
Oh.
like hanging out today. So I'm
Well,
gonna say
not
no.
that you don't feel like it, you have plans. Hello.
Well,
Did you tell him
after
that
this, after this. I did tell him I
um
was recording. I did tell him I was
yeah, and
recording.
we finished like at 8 p.m. What are you doing going out after 8 p.m.?
What do we think? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm just kidding too. People are like,
Okay.
he is a psycho, possessive. Like, let her live her life. It was just a joke, everybody.
We're
It was
kidding. We're
just a
kidding.
joke.
Yeah, please.
Don't get
They're
mad at
turning on
me.
you. They're turning on you. So good banter. He works in Hawthorne, SpaceX, and so I live very close. So yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be down there for work. I think he telecommutes as well. So he was like, I'm gonna be down there for work tonight if you want to hang out. I'm like, I have plans. Sorry about it.
Mhm.
So yeah, good banter. He seems great. Last guy.
Mhm.
Okay, the last guy I am actually smitten over, but you're gonna talk me out of it real quick. Give me a minute, okay?
He's a cop.
No, thankfully he's not. He's 6'4".
Okay.
He's a black gentleman.
Okay.
Shaved head,
Mhm.
like he looks like a thick
Mhm.
man, like a man.
Mhm.
And he is in the middle of a divorce and he has 3 children under 7.
Where's the cop?
But he called me beautiful.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's why I won't talk you out of it.
Okay, I love that.
Because those two things are not reasons enough. And I'm talking about you. Those two
Mhm.
things are not reason enough to be like, no. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Divorce happens. I
100%.
mean, what are you going to do? You fall
Yeah,
out of love, people cheat, things happen, life happens.
yeah,
Everybody's getting divorced.
totally.
Now, and let's stop shaming divorce. You know?
100%.
Right. Not that I'm not saying that Julie was
Right,
shaming
right, right,
divorce, but
right, right.
like, just in general. Second
Mhm.
thing, those children would be the luckiest children to be able to call you a stepmother if we're ever to get to that point. And I know that
Adrian.
I know that being a mother is important to you,
Mhm.
and how that comes to be can look in
Yeah.
a variety of different ways. Um and so, I say don't be scared. Go for it.
I agree. I agree. Thank you. I love you. I agree. Because normally he would have lost me at divorce, but he would have lost me at 3 children immediately.
Mhm.
Um, but I was like, you know what? You've had some really great banter with him. He's made you laugh. He's made you giggle. He's very like complimentary. Uh-huh.
How old is he?
41.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I'm also curious to know, does this mean you're done with children? Right? You
That's a
already have
great
3.
question. Mhm.
So, I didn't want to ask it right away because I was really like prying into the divorce part of it. And I was like,
Mhm.
this is going to be like a little too invasive if I'm like,
Mhm.
and tell me about your deepest, darkest secrets and goals and aspirations. That was like a little much. So,
Mhm.
again, look, usually 5'7", I would have been like, no, it's an immediate no for me. 3 children would have been an immediate no for me. The first one got a little sexual at one point,
Mhm.
but like we've been vibing so well that I was like, do I not like getting sexual because of a preconceived notion in my brain, or do I not like getting sexual because I don't like getting sexual?
Mhm.
So I was like, why don't you play with it and like come to terms with like how you really feel about it? It wasn't terrible. I didn't feel like, oh, this is weird, or like he's only trying to like get off talking to me kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
because like we've had so many like expansive conversations about 5 million things before and after the sexual conversation. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, it doesn't feel, I think I'm just like in my head about it, so
Mm-hmm.
used to like men that get sexual right away to like um it's like very clearly just like a means to an end. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking to you because I want to fuck you. I don't
Mm-hmm.
actually care about what you're telling me right now. And he seems a little different. Look, I have been through the trenches while on Tinder. Okay, babes,
Mm-hmm.
let me give you some examples of some first messages I've gotten. First messages. This is you matched, and this is the first thing you're going to read for me. Let me eat you out. Come sit on my face.
Uh-huh.
I want to kiss you.
Uh-huh.
Your tits look great.
Okay.
I'm getting that
Uh-huh. Right.
level of interaction. So like out of one motherfucker better hit. Like out of these four that I'm
Right.
actually pushing through and like,
Right.
okay, let's meet up. I do want to meet up with you guys. Like, um, hopefully, if anything, I get
Mm-hmm.
fucked real great.
Yeah. Right.
Just one time.
Right.
Just just once.
Oh, not the mic in the face. Yeah.
No,
I mean, I hope
but
so.
I
I mean,
mean,
you
we'll
and I
see.
both. Yes.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Whatever.
right. I mean, we got to live with it.
Right. Right.
What are
Right.
we gonna do? Cry about it?
Of course not.
Not
That's the
anymore.
last. It's the last. Oh.
We're
It's the
two different
last thing we're
people.
gonna do. I'm starting to think
Okay.
that when the tarot card lady at my
Mhm.
friend Joseph and Abby's couple shower said
Mm.
there is love blooming, spring is in the air, he felt the aura of other people around me because everybody seems to be um in love. It's
Interesting.
fantastic.
Right.
Maybe love is a strong word, but
Right.
everyone's starting to get their summer boo in order.
It's
And I
the
love
energy
that for
of the
everybody.
summer. We got a little bit of sun, and everyone's like,
This was the
"Let's get
warmest
to
day
it."
I have felt in a very long time, and
Yes.
I loved it. I
Yeah, it
craved
was
it.
great.
I sunbathed naked today.
Ooh.
I didn't, but
Okay.
if I
Well,
lived somewhere where I could, I would.
yeah.
Um, okay. So listen, I'm very intrigued and I'm very ready for this journey.
Okay. Let's see. I've already like thought of the worst case scenario with every single one of them. And like this is gonna go to I was talking to my manager Jenny about it today.
Hi,
Um,
Jenny.
hi Jenny, and especially the 641, because that one I kind of like wanna I'm like legitimately smitten with him, where it's like
Mm-hmm.
I want to just meet him to like
Mm-hmm.
lose the allure of it, and then I
Mm-hmm.
can move on with my life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like feeling like that, before
Mm-hmm.
you meet them, because it's like, well, it's all going to crash and burn the moment that we come face to face,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
Mm-hmm. Or it
So,
or it won't.
or it won't,
But there's only
or it
one way to
won't.
find out.
That's true. That's true. But this is his kind of vibe. He's going to Coachella this weekend. He's 41. He's going to Coachella this weekend.
Oh, I know why he's getting divorced.
He said, well, I'm not going to put other people's business in the on the podcast. Just mine. I'll keep it to mine. But and he doesn't have social media. So, you know what? There's a couple of things that I'm like,
And I was just kidding. That was just purely a joke. I think that going to Coachella is great. I love that for him. I mean, also he's only 41 years old. Like it's not
100. Yes. He's not ancient. No, I know this. I know
yeah.
this.
Yeah. But I am curious as to why do you know why he's getting a divorce?
I do. Well, I
Uh-huh.
know what he told me. I don't know if that's the
Sure. And was it like crazy?
no.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay.
was like life.
Yeah. Of course. I get that.
And you know the thing that gets me is like the way he talks about his ex-wife is very much like I love her and like FYI I'm always going to love her because I have kids with her and like she's going to be a constant in my life for forever, where I'm like, okay, mature, that sounds like maturity to me. That sounds like someone who is fully aware of the importance of the mother of
Mm-hmm.
his children,
Mm-hmm.
and his custody is 50-50.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Sold. Does he
that's
have an
gotta
extra
mean
Coachella ticket?
right.
Now,
He doesn't,
question.
but I did tell him that I hadn't ever gone to Coachella, and he was like, "We got to get you to Coachella next year." And I
And where
was
does
like,
he stay? That is the most important question. He's not
he
camping, is
said
he?
he's not camping. He
Oh,
did the
God.
bungalows this year. I don't
Oh,
know if
this
that
man is
means.
rich.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, okay. What's his name? Does he
Yeah.
have any friends? He must be going with friends.
He is a businessman. I'll say that.
Okay. And is it in the music industry?
I don't know if it's in the music industry.
We've
I
made it,
think it's
babe.
in finance. I think it's in
Okay.
finance. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Sir, if you're listening to this, I don't think it's just all about your money. Okay. I want you
No.
to
It's
know
also about your height.
that. And when I'm
It's
talking
okay.
about,
I already told him that. I was like, you're probably dripping with pussy because you're 6'4". And he was like, he basically was like, yeah, not like dripping with it, but yes, girls are attracted to me because of my height.
I want you
And
to
he's
send
like,
me
but
a screenshot of this man's Tinder profile.
it's not like
No, I know.
flashy.
No, I know.
Okay.
I just want to visualize. I want a
Okay, I
picture.
wonder if I could do it right now while
Goose,
you're
we're talking about important things right now. Stop.
Goose, please, for the love of God. Oh,
um,
IT. He does IT.
oh, even better.
He's in IT. Um, here. Here's two.
Okay. Now, when you say that they know that you do a podcast, is it because you told them or because they saw it on your social
No, I
media?
told them.
Oh,
I
okay.
told them.
Uh-huh.
You know when
Okay.
it's like, what do you do? And you're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I work in aerospace, but I also do. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want people to think I'm boring.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same when I
Right.
did accounting, where I was like, I
Uh-huh.
know I do accounting, but also I'm super
Uh-huh.
funny, promise. I'm creative.
Of
Give
course.
it a
Okay.
minute. It's,
No,
I
it's
mean, it's
totally fine.
forever.
Listen, listen, listen,
Yeah.
listen to the song here in my soul. I don't know if those are the actual words. Okay. Um, oh my God. Wait, is that his real name?
I also don't know that.
I mean, I'm very into it, Julie. I'm very into it.
I know.
Oh, even just the snippet of this profile that I see here.
Yeah.
Oh, no. See, Julie, this is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. A man a man that can show you the world, not some little boy. You know what I mean? Not some little
Yeah.
boy that is, you know, the maintenance guy at the apartment complex. We want a man.
You
Okay.
know what's hilarious about that?
What?
Gerald worked in an apartment complex.
No, I know. That's why I said that, Julie. I was talking about Gerald.
Oh
I
my God, that
that
kills
was on
me.
purpose.
Oh,
No, I listen to
oh
you when
my
you
God.
talk.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're very
Thank
welcome.
you.
Gerald was a man that Julie was talking to at one point
Yeah,
in her life, and
right.
he was the guy who lived at the apartment complex.
Yeah, yeah,
A very
yeah.
which let me tell you, those people work hard if they want to.
Yes,
Um,
I
so no
do. I love your
disrespect to him.
immediate
Yeah,
pivot.
no disrespect to him and people who work in the apartment complex. Absolutely necessary. I wish we had one here.
Right,
But you know, you need. I mean, where is he? So
right,
exactly.
right.
Okay, Julie, wishing you all of the best in this journey.
Thank
Cannot wait to
you.
follow along.
Yeah, it should be interesting. If
you know what?
anything, it'll be
You know
interesting.
what? The world is fucking ending. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's gonna be our new motto. We're just gonna do it.
We're just gonna do it.
Okay. I love that. Somebody tell me what to
Catch
do
me in a
though.
threesome.
Okay. Catch Julie in a threesome and somebody tell me what to do, and then
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be fine. Okay,
Love
great.
that.
Excellent. Is there anything else that you want to share? Anything else that has happened? Anything you want the people to
That's
know?
pretty much it. That's all the developments in my life.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love that. Okay, wonderful. Okay. Are
Any
you gonna ask
developments
me
you want to
something?
tell us? I thought you were just gonna tell us.
No, ask me.
Oh, Adrian.
Yes, Julie.
Adrian, hi.
Hi, Julie.
What's going on with your life? What have you been up to?
Well, Julie, funny, we we didn't have an episode last week because I was in
Okay.
Mexico.
Mm,
My roommates, my besties were getting married.
mm-hmm.
We went down to Valle de Guadalupe near Ensenada and had a whole ass wedding.
Wow.
I
Wow.
mean, it was incredible.
That's
Um,
wild.
got there Monday, came back a week later, and you know, it was great.
I bet it was.
AMA. Ask
Mm.
me anything.
You officiated.
I did officiate. Yes, I did officiate the wedding.
How did
Um,
that go?
I thought it went. I thought it went well. I
Wow.
thought it went well. Um, I did officiate the wedding. Now, let me say something. Jaime can have been married since February 28th, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the Santa Barbara courthouse and got married.
Wow.
And so I didn't have to sign up for the minister thing.
Mm.
But I still performed the ceremony, put together a nice little script, found a lot of like the technical things that needed to happen. I wrote a little doozy.
Mm.
Um, and I thought it went well.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. They
How
cried. I
fun.
think they cried. I mean, the whole thing was a
Oof.
blur, to be honest with you. Um,
As all weddings are,
but they
really.
cried, and it was, I thought, a very beautiful ceremony. I thought their
Mm.
vows were stupendous. I mean,
Wow.
you know, it's funny when you go to a wedding, and I haven't been to too many,
Okay.
but you go to a wedding and like sometimes you can just feel it. Like these people
Right.
really, really like each other.
Yeah, yeah.
These
Yeah.
people really love each other.
Yeah.
And that's what that felt like.
Mm.
And it's, the way in which they were speaking to each other, it wasn't this way of like, let me be the most grand and performative person and profess my love to you
Mm.
to make sure everybody, like it wasn't fake. It didn't
Right.
feel, and grant, I mean, I know these two and I know that they're not fake, but
Right.
it's like you could just feel that sincerity and that genuine feeling of how they not only spoke about each other but spoke to each other.
Mm.
And it was, I mean, it was so beautiful. It was really,
I
really
love
beautiful.
that.
And they put on a great party.
Mm.
They um they did a lot of work to put this together. And it's, a destination and wedding is never easy. People have
Right.
questions. You got to help people figure out things. you
Mm-hmm.
know Passport, whenever passports are involved, it's
Oh,
difficult.
Jesus. Yeah.
Right. And so they made it happen. And they made it
Wow.
happen with, I have a front row seat here. The wedding Wednesdays,
Mm-hmm.
and never once did I see them, now whether they were feeling differently inside or behind a closed door, but um never once did I hear anybody, not that they yell at each other, but like
Right.
they were very calm. They're very calm people.
Mm.
Oh man, excuse me. Um but it wasn't. I'm sure it was stressful,
Yeah.
but it wasn't painful, if that
Mm,
makes any sense.
totally.
And you felt that at the wedding
Hmm.
because there was a calmness, there was an energy, there was a relaxed feeling
Yeah.
of sincerity and of love, and like we're here to have a good time.
Yeah.
And um it just is, it goes to show how um mature and great people they are, and how much they really love each other. And at the end of the day, like, what else could you ask for? You know,
Yeah.
like, here
Yeah.
is my best friend who loves me and who I love, and like, it's just so, it's so so special when you get to
Yeah.
find that person. um and that just, that all of that came through. And so,
Wow.
you know what what
I
what
love
more can
that.
what more can one say? But
Yeah.
it was, and their families are so so kind. um and I've gotten to know a lot of their family, and their extended family throughout the many years that we've known each other, and they're just so kind. And I
Hmm.
didn't, weddings can bring out the worst in people. I didn't see that in anybody. um Now, maybe I don't know everything, but
Right.
like, everybody was just so helpful and so kind.
Yeah.
And the willingness for their friends and their family to help them. um Everyone was like, yes, whatever you need. And so it was really spectacular. So I had a great time. I had took the week off from work, which was really nice.
Oh, I bet.
um I danced it up, you know gotta.
Wow. Of course you
I,
did.
well, it's the only,
We
it's,
wouldn't expect anything less.
well, gotta dance while I still have feet, because who knows, one
Right.
day they could be gone.
Good point. That is a great point. Yes.
I had quite a few tequila shots, and I'm not a shot person, but
Mm.
I said, tonight, why not?
As well you should.
And I had a grand old time. I had a
Mm.
grand old time. I saw friends from college. My friend Joseph, who I was just talking about his couple shower, he was there. My friend Diana and my friend Joseph and his lovely wife, Jasmine, me, Joseph, Diana, and Joseph, Diana, and Josh all went to college together with Jaime, with my roommate. And
Mm.
it was so good to see them. My friend Kanisha and her husband John. Hi, Kanisha and John. They were also there, which was lovely. My friends Christian and Alex came.
Wow.
Who they were there. So it was so nice to be around all of them.
Yeah.
For Alex and Christian to meet, my dear friends, and to be surrounded by Ken and Jaime's friends and family, who are just the loveliest
Yeah.
people. So
Mm.
it was very nice. So listen, if you want to invite me
Love
to your
that.
wedding, happy to attend.
Love that.
Happy to
How
attend.
fun.
Yes. Which brings me to this.
Okay.
We have some fan mail,
Okay.
and one fan mail has to do with the wedding. So
Okay.
since we're on the topic, I
Mm-hmm.
say, let's might as well just play it, shall we?
Okay.
So this is submitted by my friend Joseph, who was at the
Okay.
wedding. This is recorded live day of the wedding.
I love that. I cannot wait. I'm on the edge of my
uh,
seat.
okay. Here we go.
Yes, this is Joseph, and um, this is this is recorded at 1 o'clock in the morning, and we just wanted to say, Adrian, you did such an amazing job as both a host and an officiant. Am I right, Dee? And dance queen of the dance floor. That's right. I just wanted to know kind of like your thoughts and feelings of the day, the highlights, the lowlights. I mean, I doubt there were any lowlights, but highlights of like how you felt during the wedding and everything, for your dear friend Jaime and Ken. You want to add something, Kara? Yes, you are. I mean, clearly he's flexing his quads at us right now, but that's a fact. It's okay. Yes, absolutely. You were the life of the party, to be honest with you. Such an amazing dancer. Your trainer's doing a great job. You look great. That's right. And we'd love to get your 2 cents and everything. Okay.
What a vibe.
And then he also followed it up with this photo.
Okay. Oh my God. Adrian. Hop over to YouTube immediately.
Wait, I want to show everybody my calves.
Oh my, they do
Anyways,
look great. They look
thank you.
phenomenal.
Thank you. Yeah, that was the night of the wedding.
Wow.
Listen, thank you, Joseph and Diana, for submitting
Thank you.
fan mail. Wait, sorry, fan mail. Highlights. I mean, first of all, there were no lowlights. Highlights. Going through the ceremony, I think that was a moment, a moment I will never forget. I think honestly, just having a good time with everybody, seeing Ken and Jaime happy and like relieved that they were able to put this together and have such a great time and have all the people that they love there and all that type of stuff. So no low lights, all highlights, seeing all my friends, all the things that I literally just said. I should have played this before. I talked about the wedding, but yeah, you know, it was good time. I was lit. Yeah, it was fun. I had a great time. Great time.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. Yes. Anyways. Yeah. Any questions? Anything you need to know, Julie?
No, I mean, I saw pictures. It looked like a blasty blast. It looks so fun. Hashtag gay rights. I love that for them. Jaime and Ken, we are very happy for you.
Yes.
Are they going on a honeymoon?
Yeah, they have plans to. Not immediately.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. I'm not gonna speak for when, who, what, where, when, why.
Right.
But
right.
I've heard that there are plans for a honeymoon, yes.
Oh, love is love.
Would you like to attend?
I actually, that's why I brought it up, is because I'm wondering if they'd like to add a third to that situation. I would love to go with them. I can just take their pictures. Hello, who's gonna take your guys' pictures?
Right.
I feel like they just didn't think it through, but now that I've mentioned it, they're gonna be like, oh, that's right.
The light bulb just went off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so fun. So fun that you got to officiate. That
was fun, yeah.
Nerve-wracking, but I love that energy for you.
Thank you. I did mention at the beginning of the ceremony that I was nervous, but I wasn't actually. Once I got up there and started talking into the mic, I wasn't too nervous.
Right.
And I wasn't really nervous the entire time. I had worked on this script for a while, and so I felt good about it. And so yes. And you know, give me a microphone and well, I won't shut up.
Right. We know it. We know it, and that's why we love you.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What a blast.
Yeah. Thank you. We do have another fan mail. And so I say we go straight into it. Shall we? Okay.
Hello. Check. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't think I made the time. I was supposed to send this earlier, but it's okay. I'm going to send it anyway. Hello, Yumi and Chisme. I am a longtime listener, huge fan, first time caller. My name's Kanisha, representing SoCal. Yeah, okay. I wanted to say I'm a huge fan of the way you two run this podcast. I listen to it every Monday morning, and I try to stretch it out by like taking breaks so that it lasts throughout the week, because I just love hearing you guys so much. And I used to think I was biased because I'm really good friends with Adrian. Julie, I know you as well. Such a wonderful person. So I'm like, maybe it's just because I love these two individuals. But I listened to a podcast today that was done by some coworkers of mine. And this podcast, they hyped it up, and I was like, yeah, I love podcasts. Like another one to add to my routine in the morning. So I listened to the podcast today, and y'all, it's not, I don't love this podcast because I love you guys as individuals outside of it. It's more than that. You two know how to stay organized, how to stay on track. You might drift here and there, but you always come back at the right moment, or you do a good job of bringing the audience with you when you trail. And you guys are doing the damn thing. And I need you to know that you're loved by many. Don't stop. We need creative, beautiful individuals like yourselves in this world during this time, for people who are on a commute, people who are stressed, people who just need something to listen to. Okay, I just want to let you two know that you're wonderful. I love you so much. And you guys do an amazing job with your podcast. And I'm very happy with the evolution of this podcast and what you guys are doing with it. It's just solid. You two are amazing. I love you both. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, bye.
Kanisha, also at the wedding, you know, I met Kanisha through Jaime because Jaime and Kanisha went to grade school together. And so when Jaime and I became friends, the first time I met Kanisha was at Jaime's graduation party, college graduation party. And we have been fast friends ever since. And I actually was on the phone with Kanisha on the way here, and she was telling me this. And I was like, Kanisha, send it to the pod. Because my favorite thing is that I love that Kanisha's talking shit about her friend's podcast. Because it sucks.
I was gonna say that, Kanisha, if you know I love one thing, it's mess. So thank you for providing it. Now I'm dying. Now, I mean, you inadvertently did great marketing, because now I'm dying to listen to it.
Now, I believe when we were speaking on the phone that she said that it wasn't exact. Maybe I heard it wrong, Kanisha. I'm so sorry, but I thought it was like a friend of a coworker who had the podcast. Either way, they suck. So, thank you so much, Kanisha. No, Kanisha really. Kanisha will. She's the one that texts me and she's like, "There's no new episode. The fuck is wrong with you? Why aren't you showing up to work?"
Yeah, and that's why we
she's
love
like,
her.
Kim Kardashian said, "Get your ass up and go to work." Kanisha has never said that to me, but I'm sure she would if she had thought about it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You almost made me cry. How do you feel about yourself? Thank you. That makes my heart happy. You know, longtime listeners will know this was not always a smooth running train. This was for a very long time chaos in audio form, talking over each other. Jesus, the other day I did go back and listen to some of our first step, like our very first, when we were a trio.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck were we thinking? You can't understand what any of us are saying because we're all talking at the same time. Chaos. But you know what, Kanisha, I love you to death. Not the first person to tell us that, you know, we have evolved and like we sound like we like have a good footing on what we're doing, and that like makes me feel good because that's how I feel about it, where I'm like, I feel like this is like really good, like the world's best kept secret that like if enough people start discovering, they're gonna be like, what the fuck, where the fuck have we been? Right? Because it just like sounds, bitches, let me tell you something, I constantly crack myself up. I'm listening to our podcast laughing up a storm, being like, who are these two? They're hilarious. Like, just like, I wish you guys heard what I'm hearing. They're funny. Like, they're so funny. I really do feel like we sound like a professional podcast of two people that do this for a living kind of thing, like that are on when the mic comes on. And let me tell you, it was not always, I cannot emphasize that enough, that it was not always like that. But I think we got comfortable with each other, and that translated really well on the microphone, and your editing is phenomenal. So it makes the sound really good, regardless of the mumbling and the ums and the does and all of the other stuff. We just need to get a little bit more eyes on it.
Right.
And I feel like people would be like, oh, this is a gem.
Yeah, no, because I've listened to other podcasts too.
Uh-huh.
There's one person in particular that put out a podcast who I don't know. Maybe I've met once, but we have a dear mutual friend. And I mean, it just wasn't good.
Right.
But they're more well known in like the social media world.
Mm-hmm.
And randomly there was a conversation about them on like Twitter or something.
Interesting.
And it wasn't the most positive, TBH.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, okay, we
Yeah.
know what we're doing.
Right.
It works. Yeah, it works.
It does.
It really does. Kanisha looked incredible.
Oh, I believe
wedding.
it.
Incredible. I'm gonna post a picture maybe tonight or tomorrow.
Mm.
And her and let me tell you something. And her man.
I love to hear it.
Delicious. And I mean that with the utmost respect, Kanisha.
Of course.
By the way, congrats to Kanisha. She told me today she just got a new job. She's a teacher.
Oh, how exciting.
So
Congrats.
kudos to Kanisha. Yes. And you want to talk about love? The way John was treating Kanisha. Now, Kanisha, turn it down. Don't let John hear. Because, we got to keep the men humble.
You got to keep them humble.
Yes.
You can't let them know that you love them like that.
The way John was just catering to his woman at the wedding. I mean, people were telling me they got to find themselves their own John.
Right.
And I was like, of course. And I said, I need to find a man that looks like John. That's with the utmost respect, John. Anyways, Kanisha, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
We do.
We really appreciate it. Okay. What else? Is there anything else?
No, I think we're good. For you?
Should we talk about where we're going Monday?
That's gonna be my azúcar.
Okay. I will wait.
Okay.
Okay, you want to stick around for your azúcar? Stick around to the end, everybody, because it's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, it wouldn't be a Yumi and Chisme episode without a little bit of pop culture, because it's time for the pop culture pop-up. First up on the pop culture pop-up, Camila and Shawn were spotted at Coachella, kissing, dancing, talking. I think they put out a statement that said that they're not dating.
They were just seen holding hands. So explain that, Shawn.
Outside of Coachella?
Outside of Coachella. Outside of an apartment building.
I know exactly which one.
Well, going on their famous little fucking walks. I hate to see it.
I thought we were done with this.
So did I.
I thought we were over this. Yeah. I thought that not only as a nation, as a country, as a society, as a fan of Shawn Mendes, because I consider myself a fan. I thought that this nightmare had passed us.
Right.
And I'm afraid to say that we are in the middle of a nightmare.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of what seems to be a recurring nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, to say that I'm disgusted is the nicest way I could put it.
100%. 100%. I personally thought Shawn was better than this, but he is obsessed with the racist. Obsessed. Obsessed with her. I thought he was I thought we were in his interesting era. And turns out no. He likes his bland era.
Mm-hmm.
This is disappointing. As soon as I saw him in Coachella, I said, this is bad news. Bad news bears. It's just not looking good. And sure enough. Yeah, oh my God. Shawn with Camila is so boring to me.
Mm-hmm.
So boring to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay, I'm looking at this video that TMZ posted here, or this photo. I mean, yeah, that's them. It's from behind. Shawn
Yep.
Mendes and Camila Cabello didn't just hook up for old time's sake at Coachella. They seem to be fully back together, and we know that from a 3-second video from Wednesday. I mean, first of all, you can't go to Coachella and have any privacy.
You really can't. You really can't.
Ay, Dios mío. I don't know. I mean, I just listen. He's young. He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn.
He better. Jesus.
He has no choice.
Right.
He has no choice. I mean, where's Sabrina Carpenter? Where's the chiropractor? Where's me? What about me?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Shawn.
What about me?
100%.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, listen, the things I would do to that man, the things I would let that man do to me.
Yeah.
I'd let him serenade me all the time, even when I was sick of hearing it.
Yeah. You know, and people say, oh, that's so romantic. I've been serenaded, and let me tell you something about that. It's not romantic. It's
By
totally
who?
awkward. Remember when I told you guys that, did I tell everyone for my 30th birthday, my mom threw me
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, this is the best thing. This is so cute and adorable. It's not, babe. It's not. You're just staring at someone while they sing at you.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Shawn, come on the pod. I have a lot of questions.
We gotta talk.
And I know you live down the street. Don't fucking run away from me, you little bitch. I'm just kidding, Shawn. That was just purely a joke.
That was a little aggressive.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. It's because I'm riled up about this.
Right.
I'm passionate. I'm passionate about this because Shawn and Camila together are a sign of bad times.
Absolutely.
Actually, when did they first get together? Because
it's been downhill ever since.
I mean, I want to say it was right before the pandemic that they got together. Was I just Shawn and Camila first began dating in July 2019. I mean, let's talk about what was happening in July 2019.
Okay, look at what they did to us.
I mean, am I blaming the pandemic on Shawn and Camila?
You decide. You decide.
Okay. Anyways, next up on the pop culture pop-up, Miss Kelly Clarkson has released new music. One song is called Mine, and the other song is called, I'm waiting for my phone to open. Me. One song is called Mine and one song is called Me. Julie, the world has been waiting. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts on the two Kelly Clarkson songs. I feel like they came from inside of my heart. You know, they're so phenomenal. I mean, Kelly Clarkson is that bitch, will forever be that bitch. Like there's no one can touch her vocally at all. Me is gospely. It's like a gospel. It feels like a coming. I'm not religious, but like a coming to Jesus in terms of rediscovering yourself, finding your footing, being sure of what you want. Like it sounds like a moment in a movie. Mine scratches like a very specific part of my brain with the melody and the tone and the melody change towards the end of it. Mine feels like my brain on fire. I have listened to mine so many times. I'm about to get an email from Spotify asking me if I'm okay. Like I'm just listening to that song on repeat. I know it by heart now. Her vocals are phenomenal. She describes the song. I watched her Instagram live that she did on the day that they released, and she says that the chorus, you know, she says a line and then there's like a louder vocal behind it saying something else. And she says that that's because the louder vocal of like her saying like it was all a lie and like those little phrases was like what she was feeling at the time. Like she wanted to stand in a room and like scream the stuff that she was like holding on to. And that's what the song feels like a release of emotion. But the melody is so like it really I feel it like in my brain when I listen to it. It's such a specific melody that I haven't heard in her songs before. Very vulnerable and personal songs, and like paint a very clear picture of the kind of relationship that Kelly Clarkson got out of. And it just makes me so sad for her that she lived like this with a man who tried to dim her light. They're just so, mine made me cry like in the middle of it. I was listening to it and I think the words caught up to me, and it made me cry. Me kind of just felt like a celebration of her journey. Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. I think that what I think is interesting is that this album is going to be so many things.
Yes.
That this small snippet is, I think, only the smallest taste.
Yeah.
Of what she has made. I mean, they're so good. They're just great. It's great. They're really, really good. I mean,
and she fit like mine. That is a story, like the lyrics, and it's immediate. Like she fit a lot of words into those couple of minutes.
Now, I'm not a lyric person. Like I can't listen to a song that easily and be like, oh, you know, this is what the song is about. So I need to go back and really read the lyrics. But she's sounding incredible.
So good.
She sounds incredible. I mean, that's my American Idol.
100%.
Kelly, do we know when the album comes out? Has she said that?
June 23rd, 26th.
June 23rd. Okay. And she's going to have a residency in Vegas.
She's having a residency in Vegas. Kelly.
Can you hear that noise? Okay. I don't know if somebody, it is, first of all, it is 7:45 p.m. It is dark outside. And somebody is like using some kind of machine that should only be used in the daytime. What is happening right now? Okay, it sounds like a big like chainsaw or something. Ooh. Anyways, Kelly in Vegas, new album. She has the talk show. I mean, good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
Finally on the pop culture pop up, Coachella. Coachella happened this past weekend. Well, when we record, when you listen, both Coachella weekends will have already happened. You know, everybody was there. Not us.
Not us. But everyone else seemed to be there.
Everybody else was there. including Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
And people had a lot of people had a lot to say about Frank Ocean after he performed at weekend 1 of Coachella. There was video, a lot of video of him not singing while the songs were playing, having a little bit of a karaoke moment, if you will. I heard about obstructed views. I heard about a very late start time and an early end time. And so a lot of people had a lot to say. And now it turns out that Frank Ocean will no longer be performing the second weekend of Coachella due to a leg injury. Now, is that true? Well, that's up for you to decide. But let me tell you something. I don't know if I believe it. Let me see. Let me see the cast. Let me see the crutches. Let me see the wheelchair, because I don't know. It was getting a little bit intense there. Julie, do you have thoughts?
I don't love Frank Ocean as an essence. Like, I've tried to listen to his music. It's okay. My opinion. Don't come for me. Don't yell at me about it. Okay. I feel like my main gripe with Frank Ocean is that he is so focused on the mystery of him that it dilutes everything else for me personally. I believe, again, I'm not a fan of Frank Ocean. I believe maybe his brother passed away recently. Something happened with his brother, and I think his brother used to perform with him.
So his brother passed away a couple years ago, and from the story that he told at Coachella was that him and his brother they were very, very close, and used to come to Coachella a lot. So, and some of his greatest memories with his brother are from Coachella. And so he, in honor of his brother, wanted to do this performance at Coachella. Right. And so
yeah, that's lovely. But also, people pay money to go see you. And sometimes you got to know when it's just not time. It's just not time. And if you cannot give a performance that is worthy of people's money, I feel like you shouldn't. And I know that there's a lot of talk right now about like the audience being too hard on an artist. Like, we expect too much of this, too much of that. Like, if I pay for a concert, I at least expect you to fucking sing and look like you're having a time up there. I don't expect you to look at the floor and not hold the mic up to your mouth and things like that. It's like you got to know when it's just not time yet. I actually think it's great that he pulled out of the second weekend, to be honest. Like, why not give the respect to the audience, you know what I mean? And say like, well, let's see, maybe the next weekend's gonna be better, fingers crossed, and maybe it won't, and you'll have people, music festival. I know what people are saying. People pay for a music festival, they're paying for all these different artists. Sometimes there are people that are like, all these other artists are great, but I can't wait to see Bad Bunny, and I can't wait to see Frank Ocean. Some people are going specifically for these artists. There was so many people. I mean, Frank Ocean hasn't performed in a long time. There was a lot of people there that were specifically there for him. And if you think of not only the dedication to like show up there, but like, it's hot as shit. You're dehydrated, you haven't eaten, you haven't pissed, your stomach hurts, you're a little dizzy, and you're waiting for your favorite artist to get out here. Like, I understand these are people that put themselves in these situations, right? Granted, the world is falling apart. People just need a little joy. And if they thought my joy was going to be to go see Frank Ocean at Coachella and they didn't get that, yeah, I feel shitty for them. I would feel shitty for anyone that's looking forward to an event and the person that they're going to see doesn't give them the respect of trying harder. And if you can't, then maybe be aware of that and don't get on stage yet.
I yes, I have a couple thoughts. And interestingly enough, we were talking about this at work today, and it was like, okay, who is a Frank? How is Frank Ocean so famous in a
Right.
sense? Um, and for a lot of us, it was a very critical moment in time in 2009, I believe,
Mm.
um, when Frank Ocean put out his first album and at the same time came out of the closet. And here was um, this black artist who made, this kind of all R&B hip hop style type of music, and um he was coming out. And so I think for a lot of us, it was just it was a big moment, and so many of us connected with him. I enjoy his music. I don't think that I know Frank Ocean to be a performer.
Mm.
Um, I wouldn't be able to. I don't like. Has he ever gone on tour? Maybe once. I don't think. I mean, he doesn't. First of all, he doesn't even release a lot of music, and then second of all, he doesn't really perform. And so, in a way, this wasn't the most surprising thing ever, because it just like he just doesn't do this. And um and I think that he is still very much so struggling with the loss of his brother. His brother died in a car accident, I believe in 2020. And it was actually, what's interesting is that his brother, I think, passed away after because Frank Ocean was supposed to perform at Coachella in 2020, April 2020. And obviously the pandemic happened. So I would be curious to know what his life would be like, or what his performance would be like if his brother was still alive, because I think it has affected him tremendously.
Right.
And so in that sense, I feel for him. But I agree. I think that there's a certain type of expectation, and I think that you can figure out and continue to do what you want to do creatively, visually, whatever it may be, but still be able to provide a performance for people that is worthy of their time and their money. Because although I think that artists give up a lot, do a lot, at the end of the day, if people aren't listening to your music, and if people aren't, connecting to your music, and if you're not giving them, something, then, it's a little tough.
Right.
But I would love to see Frank Ocean succeed. I like him a lot. And whatever that means to him, I hope that that's what is happening.
And
But
there's no shame on being like, I'm not going to perform. I'm
right,
just going to release
And
music.
actually, I kind of wish he and I guess the leg thing could be real, but I kind of wish that maybe I wish he would say like, maybe it just isn't the time, or maybe I'm not, maybe I overthought it, or maybe whatever the case is.
Some vulnerability.
Yeah, I mean, which is hard, very hard to do.
So hard.
Yeah, I mean, he said that he would never perform at the Grammys, because the first time that he did, after his big hit debut album, he got a lot of criticism about how it wasn't a good performance. And I don't know. There's something happening over there.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I will say is, I agree. I think and I saw on Twitter somebody said like, okay, the mystery thing is becoming a little bit too much. Like,
yeah.
At a certain point,
it can dilute the music.
Absolutely. At a certain point, it's like, okay, like
right. If it feels like if you don't, I don't know, it feels like you got to give the people something to connect to.
And I think Beyonce also kind of walks this line because, ma'am, hello.
You know, the difference is she gave us so much at some point.
That's
So
true.
that it feels like we already know.
That is true.
That's Beyonce. We get it. That's what she does. And with Frank Ocean, I think he's done his entire career with a lot of mystery. And I was talking to a friend about this because he knows that I don't like Frank Ocean, and the mystery thing really gets me under. And I'm like, I'm sorry, the kind of audience member that I am, like, I want to see inside of your heart if you're an
Yeah.
artist, in order to like connect with what you're trying to sell me. I need you to give me something, because when I listen to your music, it feels like I give you something. So there has to be some sort of transaction that feels equal to me. That's not everyone, obviously, but I do think that the mystery harms Frank Ocean because he's so elusive. It's like, well, then are you fucking for real or what? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, it's very interesting, actually. Like, and I'd be curious, like, I don't, is this what artists did, years ago? I don't ever remember this being a thing. And I wonder if the internet has something to do with it, or like, I'm just curious, like, what the mystery, like,
You know what artists used to do?
what?
They used to put on a fucking show at a mall.
No,
That's
right.
what artists used to do.
Well, and I
We
think, but
lost the art of the come up.
the internet has so much to do with that because music is so much more accessible now, where you don't have to promote it by going to do interviews or go perform at the mall or even go perform at a show, because you can all just do it through the internet, which is, it's, I think, a conversation to be had, something maybe to be studied, because it's it's very
I
interesting.
agree.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for the Pop Culture Pop-Up. We'll be back next week with more Pop Culture Chisme. Julie, do you have a Latinx spotlight for us?
I do have a Latinx spotlight for you guys. In New York and LA, if you live in those two cities, you can now watch Carmen. It is I wouldn't call it a musical, but it has music and there's dancing. It's based on the opera, loosely based, I would say. Melissa Barrera described it as an origin story, and I kind of feel like it is an origin story of this woman from a very particular lens. Carmen, the movie, the 2023 version. You know who else did a Carmen movie? Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
Of course she did. And bitch, I was obsessed with that. I was. Anyway, this version stars Melissa Barrera and Paul Mescal, and it tells the story of a woman trying to immigrate from Mexico, and Border Patrol stops her and the people that she's crossing the border with, and her circumstances happen where she has to run away, and so does one of the Border Patrol agents that stopped her. I know it sounds cheesy, but it really, the way that they do it, it's not. And of course, they fall in love, which is like opposites attract, not supposed to happen. They're on the run as well, and he's caught himself in the situation where now he's running with this immigrant woman when he was trying to stop her from crossing the border. And it's just a very different lens of immigration that I haven't seen before. I haven't seen immigration be romanticized in this way. I think a lot of taboo things become romanticized very easily, and I just haven't seen this kind of story. Melissa Barrera is magnetic in this. The dance scene, Paul Mescal is really good in this, but I mean, it's Melissa Barrera's world and we're just kind of living in it. Her dancing in it is phenomenal. There's a scene in a club where she's dancing with, I don't want to say her surrogate mother, but someone who is older, who's kind of like mentoring her for a little bit. a phenomenal moving scene that I watched this movie months ago and I keep thinking about it. If you're in New York and LA, this is the time to go see it. This is when they grab the numbers and they make a decision whether they're going to release it nationwide or if they're going to keep it as is and that's as much as you get. Go watch this movie. Melissa Barrera, bitches. I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. That bitch is coming for an Oscar. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but she is gonna get one because she's doing phenomenal work. The bitch is doing horror. She's doing musicals. She's doing drama. She's playing a drug addict. She's doing it all. Doing it all. Everyone needs to pay attention because she is doing amazing things.
What other movies has she been in, or TV shows? Or
She was in The Heights. She was in Vita. She was in Scream. Yeah.
That's okay. That's who I thought I was talking about.
Mhm.
Okay. I love that. Thank you, Julie. It's in
You're welcome.
theaters. We have to go watch it in theaters right now.
In theaters, yes.
Got it. Who did you go see it with?
I got a screening of it.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. My little screener. Okay. Great. Okay, time for some asukat. I will go first. My asukat is not to be a broken record, but the wedding was so fantastic. And I just want to say quickly how appreciative and how just so kind Jaime and Ken are. And you know, it is difficult to find somebody that you love and that you connect with and you know you find your forever love, but to find also friends that are just incredibly kind and generous and loving and sweet and supportive and like genuinely good people, that is just as special. And so for them to have always been kind to my friends and my family and the things that I want to do, and just, you know, it's very sweet. So I hope that they had the most wonderful, beautiful day that they'll never forget. And also thanks to my friends who were also just the most supportive, loving, beautiful people. I loved being around my friends from college who I haven't seen in a while, and for them to meet my friends here from LA, and you know, and Jaime and Ken's family again are just so I just love them so much. So you know, it was very, very, very sweet and very nice. And I just love it. I love it. I love it.
If you love it, I love it.
And if you love it, then I love it more.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. No, thank you. Thank you for giving me the week off, boss.
My asuka this week, by the time you're listening to this, oh my God, I can barely contain myself. By the time you're listening to this, Adrian and I will be getting ready, probably. I hope you guys listen to this Monday morning as soon as it posts. Because if you are listening to this on Monday morning, by Monday night, Adrian and I will be at Kelly Clarkson's birthday concert in Los Angeles, California. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I actually can't wrap my head around the fact that I got tickets. I don't know how I did it. I'm so excited. I think from my understanding, she's previewing the entire album from beginning to end. That's what I understood. I don't know if that's the truth, but honestly, if she could get up there and sing the fucking alphabet, I'd be fucking ecstatic about it. I can't emphasize just how excited I am. Like, I feel it in my bones. I haven't been this excited about a concert in a very long time, mostly because I keep going to shows that of artists that I've seen 500 times already, but I've never seen Kelly Clarkson live. This is my very first time. I will be crying. 100%. That's not a question. That's a statement. It is happening. I cried a little bit when I got tickets because I was so losing my mind at the fact that I actually purchased them. I can't wait. I can't wait, and I can't wait to tell you about it because I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Um, yeah, Kelly, I love you. I love you so much. I'm so excited.
Kelly, come on the pod. You should make a sign that says Kelly, come on the pod. And
Oh
then
my
put at Yumi and
God.
Chisme.
Oh my
Um,
God.
Julie texted me at the beginning of this week and she was like, very cash.
I know I was very cash.
Do you want to go see Kelly Clarkson? I mean, listen, 20, I don't know, 2 years ago when she won American Idol, I had chills up and down my spine.
Wow.
And so I'm also very, very excited. Like this, and to see her in a small venue too.
My goodness.
When do you have the opportunity to
Wow.
do this? It's very special, and so I'm very excited. So Julie's gonna hold a spot for me in line.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting there so fucking early.
No, and then and you'll probably make it inside before I actually get there because I have to go to work.
And that's fine. I'll stand wide.
And you tell the people that you have a friend coming.
100% I will.
Okay.
I know concert protocol better than anything.
And tell them I'm only 5'7". I'm actually 5'8",
Right.
but 5'7" sounds less threatening than 5'8".
Right. Yes, I will be getting there super early. I'm already like, I'm stoked about it.
Did you take the day off?
I didn't take the day off, but I'm going into the office that day so that I can get out early.
So you're not getting there at 8 a.m.
And no.
Why did I have this vision that you were going to be there by 9 a.m?
Because that's the kind of chaotic that I usually am. But
Okay.
like I'm 30 now, and I feel like we can just a little bit early.
Okay.
So we'll see how that pans out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very excited. Look for photos on Yumi and Chisme Instagram.
Yeah.
Lots of photos and videos of Julie crying.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Okay. Well, thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
So nice to be back. Are you not going to say anything to that? Okay, well, say something, Julie. Let the people know that you like being here too.
I agree. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go buy McDonald's.
Of course, I agree. Of course, I love that for you. It's a great journey for you.
We've reached the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter at Yumi and Chisme. Make sure that you write, review, subscribe, review, share this podcast, do all the fun things. I don't know what to say anymore. Do all the fun things you could do with this podcast on the internet. We would appreciate a review and a share to help us, get over the edge there. Make sure that you go to yumiandchisme.com, subscribe to Julie's newsletter, get all her reviews. And make sure that you come back next week because we love to have fun here, and fun is the number one rule here. Okay, if we're not having fun, then we're not doing a show.
Right. Exactly.
And then we'll be back next week.
Yes.
But until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of chisme in your life. Which, by the way, that is a great line. Okay, so
that is.
Yes.
That is.
I just want to put that on the record.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of chisme in your life. Bye.